What's happening? It's your top dollar JayHooray, because it's a celebration when you see me. I want to appreciate y'all for tuning into the Life Lab, where we have many discussions, conversations, heart to heart, all that good stuff there. I want to appreciate y'all's eyes, ears, and attention, because it could have been anywhere else, but instead it's right here with me. And I so very much appreciate that. Okay. Now, today's video, we're going to be diving into something that's needed, something that's that we all do on a daily basis, but sometimes we're just not aware of it. I like to think of it as a superpower. And what we're going to be talking about is the power of meditation. Okay. Now, before I started making this video, I actually got me a little meditation in, a little woo-sa, a little me time. What it does for me, man, it clears my mind, it gets rid of nerves, calm you down, get you more smooth, smooth like butter, get your mind in control. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a big misconception about meditation. All right. The big misconception is that people meditate to clear their mind, just to get rid of thoughts. And that's actually not what it is. It can clear your mind, but it's not going to get rid of your thoughts. When I'm meditating, I still have my thoughts there. But instead of trying to get rid of my thoughts, I think of it as like clouds moving in the sky. I see the thought. I don't add no emotion to it. Don't think nothing of it. Thought and, float on by. Just come and go. That's how you should be meditating. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting attached to those thoughts, just let them thoughts just float on by. Go on by this merry way. Okay? Now, meditation gives your mind a moment of silence. That because being in this world is so loud. You got so many cars everywhere. Well, I live in the city. The country is a little different. But the country is different too, though. You got roosters. You got that all in the morning. You got nature so loud. You got the cars honking, people cussing. You got your TV, you got phones. There's so many distractions that we forget to unplug sometimes, and you need that unplug. And that's what meditation does. It gets you unplugged from the system a little bit to actually go within, and that's where God is at. God is in your heart. God is inside of you. So when you close your eyes, get that woo-sa, you getting connected. It connects you closer to God. Well, I notice when I meditate, I get a lot of answers. Like if I was stressing about something, couldn't think of the answer, just I don't know what I'm gonna do. My next move, I go meditate, and my answers come to me just like that. It's crazy. Like it's really a superpower. If you tap into it. You feel me? To give you an example, not too long ago, I was stressing. I was stressing for a blessing. And I didn't know how I was going to, pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all how I left, Frito-Lay. I ain't do it the right way. I just up and left them. So bills don't stop, okay? So I was stressing a little bit, but I took moments of peace. I meditated. Every time I meditated, I got me a calm, cool, relaxed feeling that everything was going to work out. And it did. It did work out. Money came to me magically. I could say the better words to put it. I could say magically. It came to me easily. And I was doing all that stressing, but when I meditated, I got my answer. Be calm, cool, collected. Everything will work out how it's supposed to. But if I didn't meditate, I'd have been stressing, bouncing across the wall. Probably would have had to celebrate. Nah, I don't recommend that for y'all. But you know, I did get my answer. It chilled me out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what meditation does. It also changes how you respond to life. You know, sometimes we overreact. You put it in better terms. We overreact sometimes. You know, we get a little dramatic. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? My life is over. We overreact sometimes. You know, the situation don't be as big, but taking that moment to go woosah, you know, put everything in its proper place. You know, meditation does that. You tapping into the source. You feel me? It calms your nerves. It gets you back centered. You ain't got to keep overreacting. You know, if you ever feel like you overreacting, or you know you need an answer, or you know just something ain't just clicking, take a few minutes and just close your eyes and try to meditate, and then see what that does for you. You know, you'll come out on the other side much more peaceful. Now, also with meditation, it gets you tapped into your emotions much more. Like you actually, instead of your emotions running you run your emotions. You start to understand your emotions, understand yourself much more. You know, you learn in that silence. It's hard to learn and grow when you got so much chaotic around you. You know, so when you meditate, it gets rid of all the noise, all the distractions, so you can actually tap into yourself and start to learn yourself. You know, that's where like shadow work and becoming your higher self or trauma, that's what meditation does. It forces you to go within to get all that cleaned up. You know, so just tell y'all a little bit about myself, right? I had a bit of an attitude issue. You know, I used to get mad. I was quick tempered and I was, you know, snap out. I remember it's crazy. I be getting vulnerable here with y'all. But man, I was younger, right? And one of our friends, so my sister had a friend, you know, used to come over the house and everything. And she came on over and, you know, we was all eating, right? We was eating some chicken nuggets and fries, right? And she asked me, did I want a chicken nugget? So she handed me the chicken nugget and then dropped it in my Kool-Aid. And for some reason, I snapped out. Oh my God, what are you doing? And I got real mad, got real angry over a chicken nugget in a juice, you know. But I used to just get so angry so fast for some reason. I just don't understand it, you know. But it took me meditation. It took me going within to get that cleaned up and get that figured out. If I didn't start meditating, I would be a quick-tempered fool. Like I still would be, you know. But I done came such a long way for, you know, because of meditation. You know, it helped me out tremendously. Like I had no choice but to go within and clean all that yuck out. You know, that's what meditation does. It forces you to get better. You know, if you're meditating on a daily basis, you have no other choice but to be better. You know, and once you start taking care of your inner, then your outer world will start prospering. You know, the outer world is just a reflection of what's inside. It's as simple as that. If your inside is messy, your outside gonna be messy. If your inside is mean, your outside gonna be mean. If your inside is ugly wuggly, your outside gonna be ugly wuggly. It's simple as that. So you gotta go within to get all that cleaned up. Call the cleanup crew. Mr. Cleanup Man. Come on now. You got to get that squared away. But a lot of people don't even know that they meditate on a daily basis. A lot of people think meditation is just, you know, closing your eyes. Now, don't get me wrong. That's a form of meditation, but that's not the only way. Driving down the road with no radio on, no music, you just sitting there in your thoughts, that's meditation. You feel me? You can meditate while walking. You know, meditation is only just getting that peace of mind where you're in tune with your thoughts. That's all meditation is. It's just getting you in tune with your thoughts and your emotions and how you feel. You know? So we meditate on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know that you're meditating. But meditation is a world changer. You know, once you start having that intention to meditate, you will see your life, your trauma, your past history. You'll see everything just start to get cleaned up. And then it will start forming on the outside. You'll see the peaceful. You'll start smiling more, you know? So I want to leave y'all with this. Meditation is a superpower that you got to use. If you're not using it with intention, life is going to run you. Your emotions is going to run you. Everything on the inside is going to run you, you know? So to get control of that, to put it in the headlock, get all them emotions, put that thing in the headlock. To do that, get a woosah. Get some meditation. Okay? And watch your life change for the much better. All right? But I want to appreciate y'all for tuning in with your top dollar, JayHooray. Spread some love today. Okay? Find somebody to help. All right? Peace, love, and prosperity. I holla.